So as a mom of four trying to run a business, I don't exactly have hours of quiet time to get things done. Honestly, if I don't have a system, everything just feels like chaos. That's why I came up with this simple little formula that keeps me productive no matter what life looks like. Whether I'm in the carpool line, cooking dinner, or squeezing in work before bed. Once you get this down, staying productive actually feels doable. I simply follow a repeatable formula that helps me stay focused, productive, and aligned. I'm telling you, even with 4 kids, a business, a marriage, and yes, sometimes a very messy kitchen. I call it the 4P formula. Purpose, planning, pockets, protection. This is how I build consistency in the chaos. And if I can do it, trust me, you can too. I'll tell you the truth. I used to think productivity meant doing everything all at once. Yikes. And if I wasn't constantly in motion, hustling, multitasking, fixing, catching up, I felt like I was falling behind. Like I would never get things done and I would never get there where I wanted to be. I'd actually be folding laundry with one hand, answering texts with the other, thinking about emails I hadn't sent, and dreams that I have never touched. I felt so guilty and so overwhelmed. Not a good feeling. And I would go to bed completely depleted, wondering, is this what building a dream is supposed to look like? Please no. And then one day I looked around and realized I was giving everything to everyone except myself. My goals, in the back burner, my purpose, completely buried under responsibility. And my energy, what energy? None, or scattered everywhere. That's when I realized productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. And from that moment on, I made a shift. I started small. I found systems that worked with my life, not against it. I delegated what I could. Yes, hiring a house cleaner once a week. And I created boundaries, routines, new rituals that helped me stay in flow so I wouldn't burn out. That's actually how the 4P formula was born. Not out of perfection, but definitely out of necessity. So here it is. There are 4 keys to this. I'll start with 1. The first P is for purpose. Clarity before chaos. If you don't know why you're doing something, you'll either procrastinate or burn out, right? Purpose is what anchors you. It guides your yes and empowers your no. How I do it. Every Sunday, I ask myself, what matters most this week? I realign with my long-term goals and my current season. I reflect in my journal for 5 or 10 minutes and I write it all out. This week, I will focus on blank. You fill it in with your own intentions. For me, this is how it looks like. If my purpose is connection, I make space for play dates and dinners. If it's growth, I'll block time for learning or strategy. If it's peace, I say no to all that extra noise. This step is so important that I actually created a journal with my sister just for this. It's called the 7-Minute Journal for Daily Success. I never skip it. But don't stress, you don't need my journal. Use whatever you have, an old notebook, a piece of paper, or even a Post-it. Just start somewhere until you make this a habit. What matters is that you create strong habits that build focus, alignment, and consistency. Second P, that's for planning. Block your priorities. Planning is how you take a dream and turn it into something doable. When you don't plan, your day reacts to the world, not your goals. So this is how I do it. I theme my week. Content creation on Mondays. Recordings on Tuesdays. Learning and strategy on Wednesdays. Calls and Zooms on Thursdays. And Fridays are flex because I travel a ton. I plan my week with Google Calendar and color code by category. Family is pink. Business is green. Workouts are blue. And self is yellow. Whatever works for you, but plan and book everything. I actually also block my top 3 to 5 priorities every day, and I treat those blocks like sacred appointments. I always get things done no matter what. 3 to 5. During dinner, no work. During focus blocks, no distractions, no phones. Also plan to include buffer time. Use these for stretching or movement, taking a water break, or for any activity you want to shake things out. Don't stack things back to back. And pro tip, don't plan for a fantasy version of yourself. Plan for your actual energy, rhythm, and reality. And include help. Please, ladies, delegate what you can. Which leads me to the third P, pockets. Because micro moments really do matter. You don't need 3 uninterrupted hours. You just need 3 intentional ones, even if they're broken into 10-minute pockets. So this is how I do it. I use transition times for everything. I write captions, follow up on leads, or send emails in very short bursts. I actually brainstorm ideas with voice notes while cooking or doing laundry. And I create real scripts at drop-off lines, waiting rooms, and even after kids' bedtime. I listen to podcasts or finance books while taking my doggy on short walks or while waiting for my kids during tennis lessons. We do affirmations every morning on our drive to school, and 7 minutes of journaling before the kids wake up. Pro tip, I call this compounding consistency because each small deposit into your dream account adds up quickly. Last and 4P, protection. Guard your energy. You know what is the biggest productivity leak? Energy vampires. Those little and meaningless distractions, the draining conversations, and the burnout. But boundaries create bandwidth, so you gotta set yours fiercely. This is how I do it. Nothing before meditation, prayer, and journaling in the morning. I set rules, no email or social media first thing when I wake up, no phone after 9 p.m. I turn on Do Not Disturb during my work blocks, and I say no to a lot. No to what doesn't align, even if I could do it or I have time. I really optimize my energy for the things that move the needle, whether that's efficiency, productivity, or peace of mind. You've heard me say I delegate a lot and often, like hiring a house cleaner, but it's not just that. I also batch decisions. I prep meals ahead of time and even take it further. In fact, I rotate the same meals on certain days so I don't have to waste time planning menus. I automate routines and everything. I wear mostly neutrals for work, as you can see, so I minimize decision fatigue. I even plan my outfits a week ahead, every Sunday. I will check the weather and, well, I'm kind of cheating because I'm in California and the weather is always pretty consistent and perfect. But I'll check the weather regardless, and I will plan on Monday all the way through Friday. And lastly, and most importantly, I rest, because a rested woman is an unstoppable one. Pro tip, you can't pour into your dream if you're constantly depleted. So protect your time like it's funding your legacy, because it actually is. If this spoke to you and you're ready to bring some productivity, consistency, and clarity into your days, like and subscribe. I also created a free printable for you, the 4P Productivity System. It's a daily page that you can print, fill out, and make your own. It's exactly the same framework I use to stay aligned. You'll find it in the description below, along with a link to the 7-minute journal for daily success if you want the full version. So download the PDF, try it, and let me know if it works for you. And remember, you don't have to choose between being present and being powerful. You can be both.